The SendSafely Dropzone is a secure one-way file upload form, an invaluable feature in its own right, as well as the most popular feature of our integrations for Zendesk, Salesforce Service Cloud, Jira, Zapier, Freshdesk, and so on. Each of your organization's SendSafely registered users gets a personal Dropzone. Its hosted URL ends in their email address before the @ symbol. Each Dropzone supports access by multiple registered recipients. The most common use case for our customers is to register a Dropzone to a no-login service account, such as support, secure, or documents at yourcompany.com. You can create and impersonate these no-login service accounts via the Enterprise console, and while impersonating them, can toggle on their Dropzones. As the Dropzone owner, or a SendSafely Enterprise administrator impersonating a no-login service account, you can remove and add Dropzone recipients, and toggle various Dropzone settings, including choosing the number of days before files uploaded to the Dropzone expire, specifying what types of files you want to allow in Dropzone submissions, preventing your recipients from being able to save and print PDFs and images, and watermarking those file types with your recipient's email address. Let's take a look at a hosted Dropzone page. Note that we're requiring the visitor to this page to verify ownership of their email address. This setting is optional. It's one more step that your visitors have to go through, but it may give you a little more confidence that they are who they claim to be. This Dropzone page will be white labeled with your logo, your color scheme, and your custom URL, assuming you're leveraging that feature for branding or IP whitelisting purposes. This page can be internationalized, so if it detects that your end user is, say, a native Spanish or Chinese speaker, it'll render the text in their native language. It's also mobile friendly, so if your visitor is on their smartphone, this button will open their camera app. This is ideal for taking pictures of sensitive documents, and for KYC purposes, for which you might want your client to, say, take a selfie holding the front and back of their driver's license. As Dropzone owner or portal admin, you can specify a form input label such as name, ticket number, or customer ID. You can also allow Dropzone submissions to include an encrypted message, collecting sensitive information that isn't necessarily part of a file, such as banking account or credit card info, social security, or Medicare ID numbers. Once your visitor makes a submission to your Dropzone, all of the recipients on that Dropzone can access the contents of that submission. How you inform them is up to you. If you're using this Dropzone as part of a ticketing platform integration, you'll use a webhook to update an existing ticket, case, or issue with the secure link to this Dropzone submission. For other Dropzones, you may choose to inform your recipients that a submission has occurred via email. You may choose not to inform them at all. Dropzone recipients who aren't members of a contact group-based Dropzone can view submissions via the History tab under Received Items. Anything with a little pill icon next to it indicates a Dropzone submission. To view the contents of that submission, the recipient can click that eyeball icon, which brings them to the Receive Items page for the submission. From here, they can view and download the secure message, preview PDF and image files in the browser with your watermarks, if any, applied, and download those file types if allowed. They can download other file types by default, forward the package on, or copy it to a workspace for longer-term end-to-end encrypted storage. Hosted Dropzones are a popular standalone solution, but keep in mind that you can also use the HTML and JavaScript behind Dropzones to leverage this functionality from your own web pages, and to create your own encrypted web forms, including ones that contain additional encrypted form fields. This concludes our discussion of the SendSafely Dropzone, SendSafely's most popular feature for end-to-end encrypted file collection.